Welcome back to my podcast, or maybe it's my own welcome back, but whatever. This is my first podcast episode, literally in months, and I stopped for a while just making YouTube videos in general, just because, I don't know, man, it was just a break for me from everything social media wise. I was laid back. But before I go on a tangent as to why, I just want to say thank you to everyone who have been watching my videos, genuinely enjoying my videos and sharing those videos, whether it be the videos I make on TikTok, the reels I make on Instagram, the skits that I've made on YouTube, the vlogs that I've made on YouTube, or the previous podcast episodes that I've done on YouTube. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching those and genuinely enjoying those, because I wouldn't be here today making another YouTube video had it not been for you guys. So before we get right into the episode, I just wanted to say today's topic is about motivation versus discipline. Now, this podcast is going to be mostly raw footage, except the fact that there's going to be cuts in between. Just letting you know, there's not going to be many edits visually. It's more of an audio recording. So, discipline and motivation are very different, because a lot of people say that whenever they have motivation, they do a lot of things, productive things specifically, and it comes to a point where it's like that motivation runs out. It's like it starts out strong and it runs out. It hits hard, but it doesn't last long. And that's basically for most feelings, because feelings are temporary. I just want you to know that. People think that the feelings are going to stay forever. And yes, the feelings might come back to you again, but the feelings that you have are temporary. And I just wanted to say that whenever you have a feeling of motivation, it's best to ride that feeling until it wears out. But when it comes to your ultimate goals that you have in your mind, discipline is the best thing that you'll be able to have for yourself. Because I say that because it literally works. Whenever I'm disciplined enough to make 3 videos a day, make a YouTube video per week, make 2 videos a week on YouTube or whatever it may be, results happen. Discipline is very important to have when it comes to your goals, because if you are disciplined enough to stay on task and be consistent with what you're trying to do, it shows in whatever goal you're trying to get. Whether it's to be a content creator, whether it's to achieve a certain physique that you want, whether it's to dunk a basketball, whether it's to run a certain distance within a certain time period. Those are all things, just for examples of things that you need to be disciplined in whenever you're doing, and something that you need to have in mind is that motivation comes and goes just as other feelings do. Similarly to sadness, similarly to happiness. Not all feelings are permanent. Most of them can be very prominent in your life, and that's completely fine, but they come and go. I mean, life is a roller coaster, and of course, I'm going to say that many times. I say that many times in general. Life is a roller coaster, man, and you can learn how to enjoy the ride. It happens, it has its ups and it has its downs, but if you don't enjoy the ride, then that's on you. If you're not going to enjoy the ride, nobody is going to make you enjoy the ride except for yourself. So it's up to you whether you find the beauty in the roller coaster. And no one else. Don't rely on others for that. Because if you do, they could take away that joy that you have in the roller coaster simply by leaving your life. And I want you to know that if you're motivated to enjoy it, you can turn that motivation into discipline if you make it a consistent habit of doing whatever you want to do in your life. of trying to achieve whatever goal you want to achieve in your life. You can make it a consistent habit of motivating yourself on a daily basis. Because like I said, feelings are temporary. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a character trait. Whenever you have the discipline to get up every day, run or work out or make your bed every day, whatever, then it definitely proves who you are as a character, and it proves how ambitious your goals are. And those are the main differences between motivation and discipline. And that was a very short episode for those of you watching on YouTube, for those of you listening on whatever you're listening on. I just want to let you know that things do get better and feelings are temporary unless you make them a character trait, and that can go with any feelings. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode, to the third episode of Pepperoni's podcast. I appreciate you all for being here, watching the video, listening to the podcast. I will catch you all on the bright side.